Good morning guys and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to do something a little bit kind of different, which is everything I eat in a day as a food recipe creator. I have got a very busy work day ahead of me today. I'm making as many recipes as I possibly can while both of my kids are at school and nursery. And I thought I would show you how I actually eat healthy, vegan, low calorie density, weight loss style, whilst also making loads of recipes. Now don't get me wrong, my recipes that I create over for Instagram, feel free to go and check it out if you fancy it, are all whole food, plant-based, low calorie density. They're fantastic for weight loss. This is the kind of thing that I ate to lose 60 pounds. However, I make a lot of food and a lot of variety. And when you have a lot of variety around you, it's so easy to overeat. And this is the kind of trap that I have been in over the last year or two. Having lost 60 pounds, I would create loads of recipes. And then obviously because they're in front of me, I would eat them. So the recipes I try and show you guys over on Instagram, or just on here, is I'm assuming that you're not going to be making like 5 different recipes every single day, and you'll make one of the desserts and then have it for a little while as and when you're hungry. So today I'm going to kind of show you my strategies for not overeating on all the recipes I'm making, and yeah, kind of how I do that, but also hopefully share some really fun, amazing low calorie density recipes with you. Anyway, right, no more chatting from me. I'm very excited about being back in my own kitchen filming in silence. Listen to the silence. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, I've got a lot of different ideas. Firstly, as a recipe creator, obviously this is just personal and you know everyone's different, but I literally wake up with so many ideas. Like literally ideas are flooding from my brain. Like I couldn't sleep last night because I was just coming up with fun recipes I could make. Like whilst I'm playing with my kids, I'm like, oh my God, I could do that. And the problem is I just don't have enough time in the day to film as much as I would like to, although there maybe is too much going on in my brain. So these are the things that I've decided I'm going to make today. Firstly is I've actually got this in the freezer. I filmed the first half of it the other day. It's a Snickers ice cream situation, like a Snickers ice cream bar thing, which I saw people making over on Instagram. I was like, I have to make that weight loss friendly. So that's the first thing. Actually, I'm not going to make that first because it's a super sweet and I'm going to end up eating loads of it. So my strategy is to actually make the savory stuff first, which has loads of veggies, and then I'll have that for breakfast, and then the sweet stuff later when I won't be so hungry, so I won't like stuff my face with all that, because it kind of has like a bit more like dates and stuff in it. First thing that I actually am going to make is, I had this idea for a roasted cauliflower dip, and I've been so excited about it and I cannot wait to make it. And I was thinking about doing it with like either some firm tofu, making it almost like a ricotta. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that because that sounds really good, kind of situation, but obviously fluffed out with all the cauliflower. And I have soaked some quinoa, so I'm gonna have it with some crunchy quinoa chips as well. So like that, I'm so excited about that. There's loads of other things. The next one is, I was thinking about this while I was lying in bed last night, and at midnight I was like, oh my God, I need to write this down. I did a one bake, like a dump and bake in the oven kind of situation, and I called it like a Mexican inspired rice. And that one went down really well. Everyone really loved it. So I wanted to do another one, but I thought I would do a butter chickpea inspired dump and bake one pot rice dish in the oven with like obviously loads of veggies and like toppings and stuff, and I thought that could be really fun for everyone to have for dinner tonight. Anyway, and like I'm just really excited about that recipe. So anyway, I'm not quite sure. I've literally got a million different recipes in my mind. This, if you could like represent my mind on a piece of, well, not paper, but this is how messy and crazy it would be. And this is the neat version. What else have I got in here? Chickpea noodle soup. I wanted to make some lemon and blueberry muffins. I wanted to do some sheet pan pancakes, crispy veggie on like rice paper. I thought would be really fun. Corn chowder, Asian peanut noodle salad situation. Oh, I really wanted to do a layered apple, almost like a baked oats, but with like layered apple inside the baked oats, almost like an apple pie married with a baked oats. I thought that would be really fun. And then I had this other crazy idea to do, like I've got an excess of grapes. I thought I would just like freeze them. You could chop them in half if you wanted the pretty thing at the bottom. Freeze them covered in like chocolate sauce made of like bananas and cocoa powder, and then you could just like, because obviously frozen grapes are an incredible like tasty treat that you can have, but I thought we could level it up by adding some chocolate sauce on the top, and then you could just like break it off. I'm really into my barks at the moment. and then just eat that. So anyway, right, I'm gonna stop chatting now. Oh, and cauliflower nachos. And oh, and I saw this like lettuce where you like add all the things, then you roll up the lettuce. So it's kind of like a Subway, but in lettuce form. Right, I'm gonna get started. I'll let you know when I do some eating, but first I'm gonna do some filming, and I might try and insert my recipe videos that I have over Instagram just like in here, so you can kind of see how to make it, and I'll try and leave the recipe down below as well, so you can check that out. I know that's a bit of a weird way to do it, but I do film over for Instagram. But let me know if you like seeing the kind of weird Instagram recipes like in the YouTube videos. I can exclude them if you don't want to, but you let me know. Right, let's go for it. Let's do some making, and I'll chat to you when I actually eat some food. My cauliflower is in the oven, and whilst I'm waiting, I'm going to do my Snickers ice cream bars. So I wanted to show you what I've actually got in here. So instead of peanuts, I actually roasted up some chickpeas, so you get that still like that peanut crunch. Obviously there's PB2 powder in like the sauce, so it'll be peanut buttery, but I wanted that like crunch, and I thought having the chickpeas in there would be really cool, and also I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I just wanted to give you that a little sneak peek before I actually like do the video, because I think I'm so excited about this one. I also made way too much. This is like a massive amount of Snickers ice cream stuff, so I hope my kids and James will help me eat it all, because otherwise I'm in trouble. I've just filmed the one pot butter chickpea kind of situation. I thought I would just give you another little quick peek. Here it is. It is loaded with veggies. I think it's going to be very creamy and delicious. It's like obviously rice in there as well. I'm just going to stick this in the oven for probably about 40 minutes or so, and then I'll let you know when it's done. And James and I might just have this for lunch. It's going to be, oh, I'm so excited about this one. Oh, checking on my roasted cauliflower, which I think is ready to be turned into that lovely creamy dip. Just wipe this on. Oh, there we go. The other thing, which is obviously very weird, let me tilt you up a little bit, is that when I film multiple recipes in a day, I don't obviously want to wear the same clothes, so there will be a lot of clothes and outfit changes, and I fancied being summery today, even though the sun actually isn't out, but it's quite warm. So this is me pretending the summer's actually here kind of vibe. Also, I am starting to get actually hungry, so I'm going to put together maybe like a little snacky platter for whilst I'm making the next recipe, because otherwise I'm going to be hungry. And another inevitable part of creating recipes is that there's so much mess, and I really try and stay on top of it when I'm doing a lot of recipes in one go. Otherwise this kitchen just goes mental, so let's just sort it out a bit. I have been obsessed with watermelon recently. The watermelon in Spain was actually rubbish. It was just like super squidgy and horrible. But the watermelons in the UK so far have been pretty decent. So I like to start my day with something nice and hydrating, or some veggies is obviously great as well. When I've got a day of filming, there's obviously a lot more food around me, and I obviously try and incorporate it into my eating day as well. So instead of just eating all of this peanut butter date-filled ice cream, which is very healthy, I am going to incorporate that into my breakfast. So I'm going to have this whole watermelon, and then maybe like 1 or 2 of the ice cream slices. Most of it is like banana ice cream at the bottom, so like, yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, I want to make sure that I have my watermelon on hand and make sure I eat that first before I even start getting into all that ice cream stuff. But yeah, trying to incorporate my recipes into my daily eating, but also reducing the calorie density, if that makes sense. There we go, nice big plate. And also, if you've never ever squeezed lime onto a watermelon, you are so missing out, because it elevates the flavour by like a million. So I highly recommend you get some lime on your watermelon next time you try it. You will not be disappointed. Oh, yes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to beef this out and make this more of like a general snacky platter. So let's go and see what else there is in the fridge that we can add into here. I'm thinking fresh, I'm thinking low calorie density, and I've got a few good options. So I've got an apple, which I'll just pop in there. I've got some discounted sugar snap peas from the other day. And that could be a nice, like, extra crunchy, savoury kind of addition. So I'm just going to make myself a big platter, and then I'll kind of maybe just eat this maybe throughout the day, if if not all for breakfast, I'm not sure. Let's just get it all on there. And then I've also got some grapes that kind of need eating as well from last week. So let's just, oh God, well, I don't think we need the whole thing. Ugh. Right, let's see if I can slice some of these bits off. Right, that'll do. So now it's starting to look like an amazing little feast. And also, when you present it like this, it just looks delicious. And I actually am so excited to dive right in. So even if you're not hungry in the morning, maybe put yourself together a little snacky platter. And then when you are hungry, it's literally sitting in front of you. You can shove it in your face. I've got to get into this watermelon. Oh my God, that lime is immense. These ice creams are a messy operation, but they are looking so, so beautiful. Now, I've coated one like completely in chocolate, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a little drizzles of chocolate on the top to give it like a chocolatey vibe, but without it being totally, totally smothered. So there we go, little drizzle. And look at that bad boy, oh my gosh. You can obviously leave off the chocolate if you don't want the chocolate, but I thought it would be just like a nice little fun thing to have. Oh my gosh, it's frozen instantly on me. Look at that. I don't eat chocolate chips very often, but like depending on the recipe, I don't mind a little bit of chocolate chip here and there. It's not gonna totally derail someone's progress unless they're having like, you know, chocolate chips every single day on things. But a little bit of chocolate chip never hurt anyone. So I've just finished filming this bad boy and it's incredible. I always like to do a taste test when I'm filming. Honestly, this top like crispy, crunchy bit, I mean the bottom bit is a great banana ice cream, but this top bit is like incredible. So this is breakfast, part 2. This one little slice. And it's so delicious. I'll try and insert the recipe here so you can go and make it for yourself. Ooh. Oh. Wow. I'm actually feeling very full after that ice cream, and in all honesty, I didn't actually eat all of that stuff. Basically, I'm not super hungry, but I needed to film it because I'm running out of time before I have to go and get Ronnie. I'm filming something else now. So this is my roasted cauliflower and tofu. I'm calling it ricotta creamy dip. It's very, very yummy. And I'm just quickly whipping up some quinoa wraps to have like as a kind of crispy, I don't know whether I'm going to do it like a soft quinoa wrap with like salad inside. That sounds really good. Or I actually fancy the quinoa chips to like do more of the dunking. I'm not sure. I'll let you know and see how that goes. But that's going to kind of be lunch, but it's 11:30. I am so not hungry now, but I need to film it. Muffin, it's when I've got a short window of time to do everything. It might be that I just don't eat for a long time this afternoon because I'll just be so darn full. But anyway, that's all right. I'll try and do as minimal snacking as I can whilst I'm making this recipe. Okay, I'll show you what it's like. And if you've never made these quinoa wraps before, it's so easy. It was just a cup of soaked quinoa with a cup of water, blended up. I did a little salt, and then I'm just gonna pop it on my little non-stick thingy here, turn it into a nice little wrap. You can have it like that, or if you want it crispy, you can just stick it in the air fryer or the oven for a little bit to make it like super crispy, and then it's amazing for dunking and stuff. So I'm gonna go and do that right now. Cauliflower dip is finished, and this is kind of how I spread it out with like a ton of fresh stuff. I'm not eating this now, but I thought I would set it up like this for my kids or for James. Oh, carrot down. Yeah. Whenever anyone gets snacky, this is now ready so people can like go for it. Honestly, these quinoa, let me show you, these quinoa little chippies are so good. Single ingredient, you know. And so much good crunch. This dip is delicious. It's like ricotta, but with the entire head of cauliflower in there. Right. I'll try and insert the recipe for this dip right now. I'm just checking out my butter chickpeas, and I think it's ready. I'm not quite sure. I don't actually have a real oven. The real oven side totally broke, so I have to use this grill side for everything. So it takes so much longer to cook everything, but can't be bothered to buy a new hob oven situation. But anyway, I think this is looking really good. I think it's all cooked. I'm not going to play with it too much until I finish filming it. So yeah, oh my God, it looks amazing. It smells amazing. Oh, right, okay. I need to get back changed into my other outfit and finish filming this baby. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be done with food. I've had so much fun, but I'm done. I'm done with food, you know, I'm done. We can eat for a week now. This is how it turned out. I just added a few extra toppings. I didn't have coriander, so I did spinach instead, but it's very yummy. I've obviously had a taste. I am stuffed. Oh. This was my little bowl full. I've had just a couple of bites, but I literally don't want any more food. Having said that, I'm going to take a bite for you. Such a nice idea, cooking the butter chickpeas in with the rice, because I would just mix it in my plate anyway. And obviously there's a ton of veggies in here. There's like 2 courgettes and like so much cabbage. I would have done cauliflower rice if I had cauliflower, but I used it for my other dish. But anyway, this is very, very yummy. But like I said, I'm so full. I don't want to think about food ever again. I now have, like, I make my life non-stop for myself. It's a me issue, but I need to go and pick Romy up in about half an hour. So I need to edit the muffins out of as many of those videos as I've just filmed as humanly possible before I go. Basically, we're going to Bali in a couple of weeks, like I mentioned in my last video, and I'm trying to get some videos like kind of prepared for when I'm away, because when I was in Spain, I really didn't do much in the way of Instagram filming. I just was actually just enjoying my holiday. So I'm trying to film as much as possible whilst I can. And it's also the school holidays as well. Oh, muffins. Right, that's fine. I'm gonna go do some editing, put on some normal clothes, and also finish the rest of my biscuit tea. But I will not be eating for a long time. I've done a lot of nibblies here and there, and I'm done. I'm just putting together a little snacky platter for James, who basically doesn't eat unless he is brought food, and then otherwise he just wouldn't eat until about 4 or 5 o'clock this evening, which is fine, but otherwise he just lives off coffee. So if I'm making food and it needs to be eaten, then I may as well just give it to him, and it's a nice little surprise for him when he's busy working. Having loads and loads and loads of the butter chickpea stuff with a bit of avocado. Yeah, that's about it. It's now 1 o'clock, nearly. I'm nearly late. So I'm gonna go and pick up Romy, but our gym is finished and I wanna show you the gym when we get back home. It's in there, and the treadmill just arrived today, and we need to get that set up. I've got my little Romlet. I missed her so much. She had a nice day in nursery though. And I've also got my mom's little pups with us at the moment as well, because my mom and stepdad are out of town, so we're looking after them for the night. Which means we need to do a nice long doggy walk, which will be great to get in our steps. Romy is very tired, so I'm going to take her out to go to sleep in the pushchair. It's the best way that she goes to sleep. She doesn't go to sleep like down. And it's a great way for me to get in some more steps as well. I'm still feeling quite full, although I think it's because I had so many veggies. Yes. Oh, Ron, show Mummy your gentle cuddle. Oh, Romy, high five. Oh my gosh. Oh, Muffin, you've got a lot of energy. Right, we're going to take Romy, get her off to sleep, and come back and do a bit more editing, I think. Romy, do you want to give Ollie Muffin a bit of carrot? Yeah. Okay, say Muffin. Do you want to give Muffin a bit of carrot? Did he? Oh, well done, Muffin. And should we give one to DP as well? Yeah. I forgot there's loads of good crudité here, and the doggies actually love a little bit. Right, give that to DP. Yay! Happy pups. I'm excited. Can we open it? Ready, steady? Can you find it anywhere? Is it that one? Oh my gosh. Have a little peek. What do you think? Yes, you can. What do you think? Is it good? Yeah? The kids are going to love this. Romy's decided she's not actually tired, so we're just going to walk to the park and just play in the park for a little bit. But she might go to sleep on the way. Never know. I'm going to be bringing a couple of apples in case we get snacky. Probably won't, but it's always good to have a backup. We're going to just bring 3 and some water. Oh, baby, puff doggies aren't allowed in the park. In case they do sleep on the grass. I'm going to take my headphones just in case I get the chance to do a wee bit of editing. Is that all right? We've walked basically all the way to the park. It's right there, and little rascal's fallen asleep in the last second. It's all right. We've got steps in. We're going to head home, and I might have half an hour to do some editing. Oh, Romy is fast asleep, but I've just legged it up a massive hill with a really heavy pushchair, and I'm in jeans and I'm sweating buckets. So I need to put on something a little bit, a tad bit more summery, otherwise I might just melt. Oh my God, why am I wearing socks? Oh, wow. It's amazing how hot you can get with just a little bit of exercise. Whew. That feels a little bit better. I'm going to sit down and do some editing now, and I'm also going to get myself a nice big fat glass of ice water because I realised I barely had anything to drink today. Wondering if I was hungry, and then I realised it was the lack of water. Sometimes those can get really mixed up, can't they? I have finished editing, and I've been actually mindlessly snacking on all of the fresh stuff that's in front of me here. And that's the great thing about having fresh stuff out and about, is if you start to get snacky, it's literally there. So I've finished my fruity platter, and now it's like 3:15, and I know I haven't really had like breakfast and lunch, but this is just a realistic day when I'm filming. Anyway, now I'm going to move on to some of these fresh things dunked in the dip, and I need to go and get Abe in like 3 minutes. So just thought I'd let you know that I'm just having my little fresh, almost like a little preload to dinner. I'm not quite sure what we're having for dinner yet, but I'll figure it out. Everyone has eaten the Snickers ice cream stuff, and I started nibbling on one, and then James came through and finally ate the last bit, so it's all gone now, and I'm very pleased, but it was so good. We are going to be taking my mum's dogs out for a little pre-dinner walk right now. It's not like hot, it's not cold, I don't know what to wear, but I'm putting a jumper on. The kids are very excited to take the dogs out. And then tonight, I think we're going to keep it simple, and I think I'm just going to have the massive amount of rice and chickpeas that I made before, but I'm going to do it either with a big salad or have it in like lettuce boats, like cutely laid out with some extra veggies. So keeping it simple. Oh, I've got squeaking babies. Right, we're going to go for a walk, and I'll see you when I get back. It is dinner time, and we've actually demolished a really good portion of this already. James had some, and I've actually been just nibbling and picking at it because I'm pretty hungry at this point. So I'm going to make some food. So the concept is, it's kind of like a lettuce wrap situation, whereby you just layer the lettuces. Okay, these are actually really rubbish lettuces for this, but we're going to persevere anyway, because I just really wanted to try this out. Okay, so you kind of like overlap them. They should definitely be flatter, but it's all right. I'm going to take off their bottoms as well, as I'm not a massive fan of the tough bottoms. And then, if they were flat, actually let's just flatten them a little bit. There we go. Then what you can do is you can just layer your stuff on the top here. Like that. Oh! And then we're going to do a little rolly situation. But first, I'm then just going to add a little bit of yogurt on the top, just because I feel like it really works well with the Indian flavours. I'm tempted to add kimchi or pickles, but that's obviously the wrong cuisine, so I'm not going to do that. But if I had something pickly that worked with this, I would totally add that. I'm going to go in with a tomato. And then what else can we do? I don't have any coriander. Oh, some lemon. Big fat squeeze of lemon in there. There we go. I would do some cucumber, but I can't be bothered to do cucumber. And I'll tell you one thing that would make this a little bit nice is some black salt to give it like a good Indian-y vibe. I don't know, I feel like you could have a bowl of this rice stuff, but it wouldn't feel super satisfying like this quantity. But if I put it in a lettuce wrap and then like roll it up, it feels like I'm eating some kind of mega monster burrito kind of thing. And then it just fills me up more. I don't know why that makes sense in my brain, but it just does. Let's try and roll this. I don't quite know what direction we're going with. Tell you what, we're going to start with the big fat bits. Okay, come on, work with me here, little lettuces. This is probably the total wrong lettuce to do this with, really. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, but this is going to be one of those massive messy situations. I'm not even going to attempt to put it onto a plate. We're just going to shove it in like this. Oh, it's very good though. I feel like if you made a big batch of this butter chickpeas, like a dump and bake kind of situation, you could be so versatile with how you actually used it. You could have it with broccoli, you could have it with salad, you could put it in a lettuce wrap. You could like put it in a Indian-inspired taco situation. Like you can go for it. I tell you what would be good in here actually. Some lovely fresh mango, or if you didn't have that, some like Something else to give it a bit of sweetness. Like some apple slices or something would be nice. I wonder if we can be creative and stick it in this quinoa wrap, just to maybe like hold it together a slight bit more. Let's do it. It's messy, but it's good. All right, I'm gonna go and eat this and hop in the bath, get these babies off to sleep. And I don't think I'll be eating anything else today, but I will obviously let you know. The way I originally envisaged this wrap, by the way, is like a low calorie density Subway kind of situation where you can put all your toppings in. I was going to do some red lentil falafels and like pickles and like loads of salad and stuff, and then obviously salad in salad, and then roll it up, and I think that would just be like so good. But you can take that in loads of different directions. That was so good. I need to have another little baby one. Oh yes. I am actually steaming 2 massive heads of broccoli, but my fault for not doing it earlier on in the day. I don't know if I'm going to be hungry for it, and I'll probably have to end up saving it for tomorrow. That's my bad.